Hey y'all, I'm back with another video, another chit chatty video, and today, I know it's been a minute. I said I intentionally started this channel to vlog and to record my kids and to show like them progressing, and I'm still gonna do that. It's just a lot has been going on. A lot has been happening since the last time I got on here. I've been extremely busy just out of nowhere, just focusing on Alex and trying to get him the best care that he needs, and getting him into speech therapy and waiting lists and all this boring stuff that, no one cares to hear about. But I wanted to get on here to make a quick video to discuss what's been on my heart. Y'all, life is short. Life is extremely short, and I'm an emotional person. I am a person who internalizes a lot. I'm a person who takes a lot of things personal. I am a person who wants that I want people to get along, and I want people to love me, and I want people to understand me, and grasp what I'm saying, and this and the third, and that's all good. That is fine and dandy. But one thing you gotta realize is, well, I'm not gonna say you. I'm talking for myself. One thing I had to realize, and this just happened, is that, you know, I can't let people control my emotions. I can't let people control how I feel about things. I can't let people ruin my day, and I can't be stopped. And when I say I can't be stopped, meaning that I can't let fear take over my life. I can't let the fear of the unknown take over my life, and I can't be consumed with stress, with overwhelming situations. I just can't. So when I started my video off and I said life is short, life is short. You're literally here today and you're gone tomorrow. So when I say that, I'm saying it like, damn, I've literally spent, and I'm not even joking, I've literally spent a year either depressed, sad, angry, overwhelmed, internalizing things, not forgiving others, being mean, being a bitch, being all type of things that I've never been in the past. It's just when life hits you, you don't, I've never been, I won't say never, but I haven't really been hit with like real deal things. And I'm still young. I know, God forbid, I know things are going to happen, but this is the first time in my life where things have just been happening to me like back to back. And, I kind of take on that whole, oh, why. But what I need to realize is that there's a lesson in everything, and everybody has a season. And so you can't focus yourself on what the next person is doing, or how the next person views you. You can't consume yourself with, if oh, I'm big, oh, I'm this. I get so caught up on my weight, how I look, if I'm attractive, if I'm not attractive. I hate that. I think that's so tacky. I'm sorry. If, you know, somebody's talking about me, if somebody doesn't like how short my hair is. And, I've come to the realization that you have to have a I don't give a care attitude. You have to live your life. You have to live your life in the best way possible. You cannot sit up and waste your time concerned about how other people view you. You can't sit up and waste your time angry at what happened. You can't blame others for your situation. You have to take responsibility of what you got going on, and you have to make the best of it, and you have to get up and do something about it. I can't expect somebody who did me wrong to magically be like, you know what, Cassie, I did you wrong, and I just want to be right. No, all you can do is forgive that person, still love that person, and move forward. Um, If you run into that person, you cannot let that person ruin your day. You can't let that person have control over you. Somebody that does this much for you, you can't allow them to have control over you. Um, Also, love. You have to love people. Sometimes, we get so caught up in the shishis and the zays and all this, and you have to sit down and you have to really think like life is truly short. Even people that you think that will never pass, or people that you think nothing will never happen to, it happens to them, and you have to really express yourself to folks. You have to really let that person know, people that you love, how much you love them, because sometimes it might be truly too late. Like, you really have to sit down with yourself and think like, man, am I living a good life? Am I being nice? Am I being loving? Am I taking this too personal? Am I just being a B word to my loved ones? Am I just not being a nice person? Sometimes you truly have to just be a nice individual. Sometimes you truly have to just humble yourself and just, no matter how people did you, not saying you have to be a pushover, but you cannot let what other people have done to you affect you. You cannot let your life experiences affect you. You cannot have like this complete low self-esteem because you look a certain way, because guess what, you have the power to change that. I can't walk around and think like, oh, I'm fat, I'm this and that, and I'm not doing nothing about it. Like, I have to either do something about it or I have to love it. And that's the realization that I'm having right now, is that I don't want to waste the rest of my life looking at myself and hating myself. I don't want to waste the rest of my life holding on to past hurts that people have done to me. I don't want to waste the rest of my life gossiping about folks if they ain't really just truly did something about me. I don't want to waste the rest of my life not being loving, not being there for people, not expressing how much I love them. I can't waste the rest of my life being timid. I can't waste the rest of my life being shy. I have to be a strong woman. I have to stand up in myself. I have to hold myself up. I have to put my shoulders back. Sorry, broad showing. I'm sorry. And I have to own who I am. And the reason why I'm having this kind of come to Jesus moment is because I have kids. I have a son. I have a 3-year-old who is depending on me. I have a 9-month-old who's depending on me. I have a 3-year-old who has to wear hearing aids because this baby can't hear. He can't hear he can't hear like a normal person. He is hard of hearing. And guess what? I'm going to do anything and everything in my power to advocate for him. But guess what? I can't advocate for him if I don't advocate for myself. You get what I'm saying? I have to love me, and I have to really tune into myself so that I can be the best mom I can be for those kids in there. Because that's my number one fear, is to fail. I do not want to fail my kids. I don't want to fail myself. I don't want to fail anybody. I just don't. So I'm saying this to say, like, follow me. You know, follow my journey, because right now I'm on a journey. And as a mother, as a mom, I do find myself losing myself. I've lost myself. I can't even lie. I've lost myself, because guess what? Those kids come first, and I'm doing any and everything in my power to make sure that my son gets all the resources that he needs. I'm at Center for Hearing and Speeches. I am at audiologist appointments. I'm at all these things, because I want the best for my kid. I want him to be able to know that, wow, my mama did any and everything she did. Sorry, she did whatever she had to do to make sure I was good. And that's what I want him to know. But guess what? I have to love myself, and I have to appreciate myself first. So, I'm sorry if this video seems like it's a rant, or if it seems like it's choppy or all over the place. But the moral of the story is, life is short. Life is truly short, and you do not want to waste your life. You don't want to waste it, and that's my number. I've always had that fear of just being like 50 years old and like, damn, where did my life go? I'm 26 years old, and I still have a full life, and I still have a lot to do. And why do I want to sit around and feel bad for myself, or hold on to hurt, or have people control my energy, or just be overwhelmed by the problems and the stress of the world? You have to take control of your life. You have to take control of it. You have to grab it and you have to do something with it. If you don't like what's going on, you have to fix it. Because guess what? Like I said, the moral of the story is you can be here today and go on tomorrow. You could be here right now and go on 10 minutes later. I'm not trying to speak these things into existence, but that's what it is. So you have to really hone in on those things and realize that you have no time to waste, especially if you have kids depending on you. I have kids depending on me. I have no time to waste. I have no time to feel sorry for myself, because the moment they start feeling me, they start feeling that energy, it's going to rub off on them. And I don't want them to have that energy. I want my kids to be strong, independent, loving children, kids that will do great things in the world. But guess what? I have to be that example. So, more of the story is, like I said, life is short and you have to do something. Like, you have to really think with yourself and yourself only, and realize that it's a greater picture. It's more to life than sitting up and being pissed off because somebody don't love you or somebody dismissed you or somebody rejects you. Yes, it's a hurtful situation. Yes, it's not fun. But guess what? You are not that. The stone that the builder refused will always be the head cornerstone. So that means that that person who rejected you, that person who talked down on you or dismissed you or did you dirty, he or she is gonna be always at the bottom and you're gonna be at the top. So what you have to do is you have to walk with your head up and your shoulders back, and you have to know that you are capable of any and everything, and that you are not beneath anybody. You have to walk in a room and always show confidence. You have to love yourself and other people. Okay? It's not, because it's not all about you. You have to also love other people, and you have to be selfless. Because what's a life if you haven't done nothing for anybody else or you haven't helped anybody else? Once you help yourself, then you go out and you help somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to be humble. The whole goal in life for you and for me should be to be a good person, to love, to forgive, and to speak goodness, and to not be so negative. And to not be so negative. Because once you become a negative person, it's so freaking hard to become positive. Because it's easier to be negative. It's easier to say negative things about yourself. It's easier to talk shit about somebody else. It's easier to just sit up and be pissed off and yell and scream and holler and hoop and holler. But it takes effort. It takes discipline to be positive. But guess what? That energy and that effort is going to always be the best. Because now you're doing something for yourself. You're doing something good for yourself so that you can be a better person for somebody else. So, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people have never really seen me like this, but the time is now. The time is now. It's either get with it or get lost. And right now, I want to get with it. So, I thank you all who've watched this video. I know, like I said before, like I always say, my quality is not the best. I film from my iPhone. But when I feel something on my heart and when I feel like I need to get on here and talk, I'm going to talk. And I don't care if it's 2 people watching this video. Because I know that everything's going to be okay. You know, everything is going to be okay. If you're watching this video, everything is going to be okay. Because you have to believe that. You have to know it. You have to believe in your heart that everything will be just fine. And it will be. Life is not meant to be easy. Life is not, nobody is meant to be perfect. But it's all about how you handle it. That's what I'm learning. It's all about how you handle it. I've got so much shit thrown at me this year. I've internalized so much stuff. And I've carried all that weight right here. But as of today, I don't want to carry that weight. I don't want that extra weight on me. I don't want that. Because who wants to live a life of misery? Who wants to be pissed off all the time? Who wants to be mad all the time? Who wants to be sad all the time? Nobody. Nobody wants to be that way. Because why? Life is short. Life is short, man. So if you're watching this video and if you feel pierced by what I'm saying or pricked, that's a good thing, because you know, you feel the same way. And you can connect with what I'm saying. Life is short. And it's not going to happen overnight to love yourself or to be this happy-go-lucky person. But I feel like once you get that thought, once you get that feeling, it's just up from there. So I thank you all for watching this video if you watched it. And I'll be back on here to record Alex and Cassidy soon. He has a speech therapy appointment on Monday. Thank God. I forgot to say that. But yes, he's finally in speech therapy. For him, it's not necessarily called speech therapy. It's called audio therapy or audio listening therapy. Something like that. Because he has hearing loss. So, like I said, thank you all for watching this video. And I hope everyone, and I mean everyone, have a wonderful night. Peace.